But what I was saying was that during the first round, we had, I think, the first upset of the tournament in the first game on live stream. The Creep Score Legends first, nobody in Chuckle, and I think the favourites going into that were Creep Score Legends. But nobody in Chuckle brought the fight to them, winning a lot of their aim battles and grabbing the map. Um, Quite convincingly, I'd say. I don't think Creep Score Legends put up a fight, but not to take it the distance. And in our first round, we had Foxy and Ethanol, and I can hear myself twice. Not sure what's going on there. And yeah, Foxy and Ethanol in our first round. No one really understood about their potential of them and where the bar was set for them. No one really knew how far in the tournament they were going to go. If they were going to make the final, if they were going to go 0-3, no one really knew. So going into round two, I think we had the game of the tournament so far, which arguably could be seen as the final, with that being Dequahid versus Foxy and Ethanol. Now, that game went the whole distance, and like I said previously, no one really knew how good Vox and Ethel were going to perform. And going into it, Deeg Wahid were arguably the favourites to win the entire tournament. But Vox and Ethel took the fight to them, taking the whole distance, but sadly not able to close it out, which meant that Deeg Wahid was able to go into the next game to potentially qualify as a 3-0 group. We also had Creep Score Legends versus Anti Luke in a lower 0-1 bracket, and Creep Score Legends was able to recover from their first loss and bring it back and make him go 1-1, which now brings us to our final 2-1 bracket staging, where we have the games for today, be the round 4 matchups. So today our first game is Nobody and Chuckle versus Anti Luke, with Nobody and Chuckle going in one map advantage, if I am correct.
Yeah, so what that means is that in this best of three, they already have a 1 game point in their favor, so they only need 1 map win to take the whole best of three and get through to semifinals. Obviously, that's a huge deal, and that basically puts every single team in this 2-1 area at a massive advantage, as they should be, because they've won an extra map. But it's been really interesting to see how these get played out. I think we've got a couple of really interesting games lined up for us here. Nobody in Chuckle versus Anti Luke, as you mentioned. That'll be our first game. I think it would take quite a lot for Anti Luke to sort of bring themselves back into that one, especially being down a map at the beginning of it. But I have faith. I think we're going to be seeing a really interesting game. Following that, Voxy and Ethanol. Let's bow and get on free. That will be an interesting game. Vox
For
and Ethel
sure.
having the map advantage. I think we might be seeing potentially a less close game in that regard. Like you said, Vox and Ethel have been proven already so far to be on par with the Wahid, the favourites of the tournament. So I think it'll take a lot from Bow and Get on Free to take a map back off of them. And then finally, at the end of the day, probably the best game of the day, the closest game of the day, is Creep Score Legends versus Rushby. Two teams of equal skill, two teams who have got quite a few votes to go through to semi-finals in our pick'ems, so they could really go either way, and it's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all pans out. I've been getting messaged from our admin about potential problems in this first game. One of the players from Anti Luke is having trouble getting his game launched, having file problems. I'm not entirely sure how long that's going to take to get them sorted, or if they're going to get a sub. But hopefully we can find out more about that soon. But yeah, we can talk more about this upcoming game and what your thoughts are, how it's going to end up. Um, Obviously, like we said, there's that map advantage to Nobody and Chuckle, so that does put themselves in the favourite spot. But what do you think of Anti League? What can they bring to the table? Obviously, that is Chicken God and Wahid. How do they stack up against Nobody and Chuckle, in your opinion?
I do think it'll be quite an even fight. I think on the day, Chicken God and Wahid can hit their shots and can win a significant number of rounds. But like I said, it all comes down to, are they feeling it? Are they going to hit their shots? Are they going to be able to take it to Nobody and Chuckle? Because like we saw on the first map against um Permits, that Nobody and Chuckle, they don't really play much on the tactical side. They're more just usually split up, take a choke point, and just take the fight. Now, well, I think about it, are Chicken God and Wahid going to win 1v1 duels when Nobody and Chuckle split up. Because what we found that Poe and Mitch were doing was they were grouping up together and they were pushing a choke point together and trying to get that trade. That if one player went down, then another one player was there for the trade to hopefully win the round. Now, are Chingon, were he going to play it like that, or are they going to just be a mirror matchup of Nobody and Chuckle and just do 1v1s across the map? I think that for Chingon and Wahid to win, I think that pairing up is the better option. Try and get that trade, try and guarantee that round win, because you don't want to be wholly relying on just a 1v1, which could go either way. And if Nobody in Chuckle, like we saw in the first matchup, if they start feeling it and start hitting their shots, the rounds just they start gaining a lot of rounds there.
Okay. I've just been messaged by the admin that apparently we've done the vetoes in the Discord channel and not in game. So what I can tell you are that the maps being played, I believe the first map is going to be Mirage, and
Okay,
the second map, if we manage to get to it, will be Dust 2. So I
interesting.
think that sort of takes us down that route um, of what you've said about how maybe we'll be seeing a less tactical version of this game, very individualist duels coming in and taking fights left, right, and center. Chuckle playing aggressive. I think we could obviously see a very similar thing from Chicken Guard. I think we are seeing a couple very important individualist players here who
Yeah,
are
for
win
sure.
around by themselves. Um,
I think it
but
is
yeah,
in favour that Nobody in Chuckle have got it on Mirage. The fact that they took the fight to Panobi and Mitz and were on Mirage and was able to come out of the victory on that map. So I do think that on this map, Nobody in Chuckle, obviously we're feeling the confidence from the first map, and they've been able to win the veto. And I mean, Chicken God and Wahid must also be confident if they allowed it to go to Mirage as a first map. Because don't forget, Nobody in Chuckle, if they win Mirage, that's it, they've won the game. Anti Luke need to win Mirage and then take it to Dust 2 as the second map or the final map in the best of three that we have here. But like I said, I think both these maps aren't really like tactical maps. There aren't many. Like we saw a train on our first day where it's quite tactical, a lot of post plant positions, jiggle peaks, etc. I think Mirage and Dust is just going to be pure aim battles. It's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be interesting if our casters like us can keep up with everything that's going on, because I think there's going to be a lot of duels, a lot of swings going all over the place.
yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be a really interesting game. I wonder if we can get an update from anyone about what is happening with the player. I'll message, I'll find out. The players are in the server except for Wahid. They're on Mirage. They're almost ready to go. Hopefully we can get started into it soon.
If we could have a
Okay.
little talk about Voxy and Ethanol as our second map, second game of today, if
Yeah,
you'd like, we
yeah,
could
we
have a
can
little
get
talk
into
about
that.
that. So obviously Voxy and Ethanol, no one really was no. Okay, so we both knew that both the players individually had a high level of skill. But it was a fact of that they're pairing together. I don't believe they've played much together. Will that chemistry work? Will they have the same ideas of how um, they want to play the 2v2? Obviously, you got lots of different styles, tactical or the more just swing and go for the aim duels. But it seems like they're kind of working together pretty well. They took the fight to Simply Square and Yagil pretty well. And now coming into this game, I feel like they've got quite an easy game. Um, I feel that the skill on Voxy and Ethanol compared to DJ Rembrandt and Big Lewis is a little bit, I say not even a bit more in the favour of Voxy and Ethanol. And the fact that they've also got a one map advantage going into this, their confidence must be pretty high. The fact that
Yeah,
they've only got to win one game, one map, and they've won the best of three, and that's them into the final day.
yeah. I think if buy one get one free were to win this, it would be uh, the biggest upset of all time.
Yes, I agree.
um, it would be
We've got
pretty incredible.
a Dota god in the form of Big Lewis, and we've got a mediocre Junkrat main in the form of DJ Rembrandt. And if they're able to pull off this upset, I definitely agree this will be one of the biggest upsets that
esports
the
history.
UK Counter-Strike scene has ever witnessed.
Um, but yeah, I believe what is going down is that they're giving Wahid a couple more minutes, and apparently there is a stand-in lined up if that does not work out. Apparently, stand-in is going to come in, and he's joining. That's going to be Nico, who I don't know if he's going to add more to the team or less. What are your opinions on Nico versus Wahid?
I think it's an interesting one. I don't think that there's going to be a massive advantage with Nico coming into the team here. I think that if anything, it might be a bit more crazy. He might add just a bit more, just swing and shoot kind of feel to the team.
Yeah,
Or on the other hand, I think that you could see them two starting to play a bit more tactically. That if it doesn't work out what they're doing, I think they'll be able to, with Nico bringing in, he'll bring in that mindset of just to quickly change the
yeah.
mentality of the game
The
to a
interesting
more
thing is,
tactically thing.
I bet nobody in Chuckle have been analyzing those demos. You know how anti-Luke are playing with Wahid, so it's gonna be a game changer for them. They're probably not happy about the stand-in, and rightfully so. How are they gonna handle a new player being brought into the game?
This is
It's a
true.
scandal. They could say it's a scandal. Like this could be all be planned. Maybe the
It could be. It could
Nico's
be.
gonna start spinning.
I mean, if we see him start spinning, then I think we know it was planned. I think we can confirm that. But I think we're going to see a lot of craziness in this map. I don't both teams. I think there's just going to be a lot of gunfights, a lot of 1v1s, just going for it, blow for blow.
Okay, I believe that the teams are starting up. I think we're good to go. I think
Yep,
we're live.
I think we
We're
are
live.
in to our first game of the day, our first pistol round. Chuckle and Bot Nobody on the T side.
Yeah, so they had a choice of side here, and they've gone for the T side. Obviously, this was the map pick of Chicken God and Nico, Anti-Luke.
Bot Nobody already been spotted out there. All left up to Chuckle. We know he's got the clutch potential, but doesn't even get the opportunity. Nico swinging from
Yeah.
Palace, takes down Chuckle. Maybe
Yep.
that might be getting the mindset of Chuckle. That was supposed to be Wahid swinging out of Palace, not Nico. What's
They're
going
in
on
their
there?
heads already. They're in their heads already. If they start losing, they've got an excuse. But yeah, the first round going with CTs, you might well not have expected that considering.
Look at this. Swinging CT straight away.
Oh, okay. They've taken them out again without any sort of. There's no. Maybe this is where the teamwork of Nobody and Chuckle is sort of falling apart because obviously it's worked so far for them to sort of play without each other in some ways and be aggressive and stuff. But if they're not going to win the Angels, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And again, it was Nico picking up the kills there. Maybe that's getting in the heads of Chuckle and Bot Nobody. Here we can see Bot Nobody pushing short here, getting aggressive. Not even able to take out Nico. And here we got Chuckle with the Galil. Is he able to get the clutch again? They know where he is now, and
They've
Chicken
got the
God.
kill again. So the Six haven't got a single kill this game so far.
Jeez, haven't got single kill so far.
The T's haven't got a single kill this game so far.
They just need to get one round, one kill, one kill, one round on the board, and it will start to spiral out of control. And again, we've got Nico coming from the Palace position. I wonder if the T's going to be ready for this time. It looks like they are. Spot Nobody goes for the swing, but Nico's one step ahead of him. And it's left to Chuckle again.
1v2. He gets out-timed, and Nico gets the kill. That's 2 kills for him. This could be a stomp. The way it's looking right now, it doesn't look like the T stand a chance. They're all flustered. This player switch, they wasn't expecting it.
Yes, 100%. And they just need to get one round. They just need to get that confidence so that they can start getting those rounds one after the other. Here we got Chicken God pushing for apps, but it looks like Chuckle was ready and aware for this. Chicken God pokes his head up. Chuckle's not able to get the kill and now knows where his position is.
Yeah,
really
I think
nobody
needs to help him out, but he's not going to. Well, he does look towards the direction. He spots out a guy on short. He's now fighting the guy on the first kill. 1v1, does a bit of damage. Managed to get the kill. Which is really important.
The full HP warrior. Okay, we have nobody coming from Palace this time. Oh, we do have a
We've got a
pause.
match pause coming out. I believe that Nico is changing his in-game name to Nico to make it a bit easier for the stream to spot.
Makes our lives a lot easier. Not Nico. Okay.
Okay, and I believe that's updated. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. The team names are switched. Yeah, that is true. Let's keep this pause for now. We're gonna get that switched over as well on our stream. Should take 2 seconds.
What's a top quality stream without a few small technical hitches?
Okay, we're looking better. Thank you for that.
It was a
Alma.
test to see if you guys could spot it. You passed.
Okay, I think we're good to go.
I think we're ready. Okay. Now, I would like to mention, it does look like Chuckle wants to go for a CT, maybe a pop flash here to get an early peak CT.
I like the idea.
Yep. And it looks like they're both going this. Now, look, looks like a bit of a change for the T's here. Now playing a bit more together. Both cross towards CT, but look at the CTs. Both grouping up, pushing through the connector. Mate, no one has been spotted yet.
Nico's gonna throw a flash over. He's checking ramps. He's trying to find them. I like this from the T's. They're playing a bit more together. They've got the control of CT. He's spraying away
Gets
though.
the first.
He's gonna spot him. They get this
Gets
kill.
the second.
And that's their second round of the game secured. Get themselves back on the leaderboard. Getting some rounds in.
And that is Chuckle's first kill of the game. He's ready. He's turned on. He's ready to start clutching up. All we needed was one
Precisely.
kill, and he's now ready. Yeah, we have Chicken God pushing through the market position. Checking. No one's been spotted yet. We do have Botno behind me on the bench position. Spots out Nico, I believe, on shorts.
Oh, Nico's getting tapped
panic
out
throws
from
the
bench.
smoke. Chuckle swings out.
Fight.
Big 1v1 here. Okay. God, first Chuckle. Now Chuckle just needs to peek. But he
Chicken
does. He
God
does
peeks.
anyway.
He wasn't fully reloaded there before he peeked. I think maybe he wanted to get a bit of information about where the enemy was. Didn't work out for him. He lost the kill. And losing another kind of winnable round for him there, really. They need to take these CT rounds more seriously because if they can get 6, 7, 8, then they definitely look the favourites to win.
I'm very surprised Nico doesn't pick up that kill. It did not look like he was ready, but now all the information in favour of Chicken God here. He just needs to buy the time.
It's not
Chuckle
planted for Chuckle, so if Chuckle lets him cross here, which it looks like he is, he's in grave
Chicken God's
trouble.
just going to stick this. Throws a nade, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, it was really important that Chuckle was watching that cross, so he could see if he crossed. Once he hears that tap and bomb, the round's over. He can't do anything. Yeah, maybe a bit of misinformation before he was planted for him. We're going to see Chicken God aggressively coming for apps here. He is running out, gets instantly tapped out by Chuckle. And Chuckle gets another one on
Chuckle's
short.
back. He's ready.
That was really impressive. And like you said, yeah, he's starting to pick up those kills again. I think it's really important that Chuckle is getting these kills in this game because without him popping off, I feel like this team is quite slow. Chuckle spots out the shadow and gets that kill.
Swing.
Down to Nico in a 1v2 situation. He's walking out of connector. He has one information on one of the players. Might not be expecting nobody to sit in CT. He gets popped off in the back.
So after a shaky start, I think Chuckle and Botno are starting to bring it back. Starting to level out the nerves a bit. Chuckle starting to get a couple nice shots and nice kills there. And again, both the T's bed in deep CT. Now, will the CTs be aware of this? I don't believe anyone's been spotted out. Maybe Nico has a bit of an idea here. Spots out Chuckle's head, but Chuckle survives with 15 HP.
It's now Chicken God in a 1v2. He knows that one of them is again. This is feeling a very similar situation. Ooh, he does find nobody as well. He didn't actually find Chuckle in there on 15 HP. He was hiding. So quite nicely played by them there.
It does look like the T's have slightly changed up the way they're playing. It looks like they've been playing a bit more
I think they've been watching our analysis.
And look, they're both was
Oh,
able to get
gets
the
that
kill.
even though he got headshot way before he even started shooting.
And it looks like they're just going to play it like they played the previous round. They don't give themselves up until they play it, forcing the CT to tap the bomb. Completely different style of play from what we saw on the first day. He taps a bomb. We see a Molotov out.
Oh,
He throws the Molotov. And we get our first Molotov kill of
it's
the
happening
day.
again. It's happening
Add
again.
it to the tally from the first day.
Um,
Molotov comes in clutch and wins the round.
Jawa did call it in the chat. Just throwing Molly on the bomb. Maybe Chuckle's in the chat watching that. Oh,
Chicky
nice.
got already down 47 HP.
And
Chuckle.
Chuckle's
He's-
just popping off right
he's
now.
back.
You can't stop
Like
this
I said,
guy.
he had those nice few shots at the start earlier in the game, and he's online. He is ready.
Nico's losing all his health. He's on 15 now.
And Chuckle just swings out and deletes Nico.
I didn't even see him from Nico's perspective. He just got tapped out.
Yeah,
I-
if I was Nico, I'd be pulling out some packs right there. And look, our first orb of the game, bot nobody, he can CT, but there's no one there. So it's all going to be up to Chuckle. Hide in Ninja. Oh, Nico looks like he's going back CT. Bit of a change of mind, but Chingo's already out on site. So
Nobody's not going to expect this. He should hear him behind him. Nico managed to pop him off. It's down to
this is
Chuckle.
really tough for Chuckle.
Time's running out.
What?
He gets that kill!
Not able to take out Nico, and Nico there for the trade. Bit of an interesting setup there. We had looked like both the CTs were ready. Then Nico decided to go back CT and Chingo pushed onto the site. Bit of confusion, maybe in the communication there.
But it won them the round because nobody did not think for a second there could be a guy from CT because it was so late.
Now we've got Chuckle again on bench. We've seen before his crisp shots that he hits.
Nobody getting that
bench.
kill in market. He's done that quite a few times this game. Really important to his team.
Chicken God has been spotted out, and this is a really tough position. Nobody's holding the cross. Chuckle just needs to hide it. Only really swing on nobody's contact.
Managed to get across. Chuckle peeks it, gets the kill. So like you say, it was a really shaky start for him. They lost, I think, 4 out of the first 5 rounds, but then they won 9 rounds in total. So they really brought it back that half. It wasn't look good at the beginning, I must admit. It was not looking good for him. But I think they can pull some CT rounds at the start here, get some pistol kills, then this best of 3 might be over very quickly.
Yep, and we can see here the T's separating, kind of similar to what Chuckle and Nobody did on their first couple of games in Barrage, taking CT control and Palace control. Who's been spotted out. Oh, the hunt for the other T has started and it has ended, as Chicken God has been found now. This is a tough spot for the CTs to be in. They haven't picked up a kill yet.
Chicken God managed to find the kill on Chuckle. Down to Nobody. 1v2, he's running out of time. Getting taken out. Maybe this Nico and Chicken God team are just early half plays. They got the pistol round a couple of rounds following that last time. Maybe we're going to be seeing a similar thing with the rifle rounds going the way of the opposite team.
Chuckle pushing through ramp. I wonder if anyone's...
He just finds Chicken God for free.
All up to Nico here with the trusted Deagle in hand. Are we going to see 2 Chris 1 Deags?
Oh, I think Nobody's going for as a ninja here.
Oh, Chuckle! Not able to get the kill.
He's holding it. He's going for it.
1 second left. Able to get
Nico,
the ninja.
Maybe Nico didn't even know he was on it. He wasn't even spamming the smoke.
Maybe he thought it was a fake, but what he doesn't know is pros don't fake.
Nobody picking that round. Huge. 10-7 now. Let's see how this one plays out.
The timing just wasn't in Chuckle's favour there. Almost able to take out Nico. But Nico just presents himself to Chuckle.
1v1 situation.
What if the Galil versus Famous? What we call it, Stefan? Who's winning this fight?
The way Chuckle was playing, it's kind of hard to put it against him. He needs to get on this bomb there, at least tap it. He needs to force Chicken God to make a move. Chicken God's going for it. He manages to get the 1v1 spray. Winning that round for him, a very important round.
Such a tough position. Chuckle finds himself in there. Chicken God only to show the slightest bit of himself. Doesn't need to fully commit. Now we head on to this next round. But
Nobody
able to
finds
take out Nico. Now, Chinko did win the clutch last round. Back to another 1v1. And he's able to do it. But nobody not ready yet for the peak of Chicken God from the pillar
Could
there.
have been a bit of misinformation there potentially. Didn't look like nobody had their
Was ready.
to him or where he was. I like Chicken God's position here. This is really good, especially that Nico has that apps control. This is a really hard angle for the teams to check coming out of market and short. But they might just time him here. If they both come at the same time, that doesn't matter. Chuck gets taken out. And like I said, he's not going to check it. He gets taken out. Free kill for Chicken God.
Yeah, that was a lovely crossfire there. Like you mentioned, Chicken God in a really nice position, and then watching over his buddy, you had Nico and Apps, making sure that no one could really flank him, or even if Chicken God did die, that Nico was there for the trade.
Exactly.
You have Nico with the AWP the first time. Peek sees T, saw no one there. Now looking back towards Palace and ramp. But looks like he's going to get time in. Chuckle not able to get the kill, unfortunately. And I think Chicken God's got an easy kill here on Chuckle, unfortunately. It's a really hard angle to clear, but he does swing pretty wide.
Oh, both on 1 HP. They're both really, really low, but it's nobody's got sort of... He gets the kill! He just wide swings it like a madman. And I believe he's got time for this quite comfortably.
Like a madman indeed. Takes the swim,
I
takes the fight, and wins on 5 HP.
I think they were both saying they both knew they were low HP, and they both just had the same idea, just to swing him.
Yeah, you can see. Waited. You can see Nico immediately swapped to the pistol. So the information was definitely given there, but he didn't need to peek. He needed to force nobody to get onto bomb. But 11 to 10 here. Can the CTs continue?
Is nobody gonna check Nico underneath him?
And look at Chicken God's position, flanking the CTs. Isn't going to be too late though. Chuckle taps the bomb.
Chuckle holds it. I mean, doesn't he? There's no way of knowing, but Chicken God has made himself known now. Oh the second kill!
My goodness.
That's incredible.
Able to flick round and kill nobody on top of stairs.
I thought he threw it after he started running on site, but he got the first kill and he was managed to turn around and just destroy.
And look at the confidence of Chicken God here. He won that 1v1 and he doesn't even care. Flashes himself into market. 1v1. I wonder if Chicken's just going to swing this.
He's waiting for his moment. He's definitely going to peek this.
How confident do you think he is?
Oh, but Chuckle's going to spy him out.
Oh, so brought so low. Chicken God able to clutch it up again.
The CTs are so separated here. It's going to take them getting separate kills. Chuckle's sort of... He's coming from ramps. He's expecting this. He gets the kill on him. He's now down to Nobu in a 1v2. He's got the AWP in hand.
Look, he missed the shot on Chicken God, and Chicken God immediately punishes him for that mistake. The B site.
CTs, nobody in Chuckle, only taken 2 rounds from this half so far. It's not been very successful for him compared to the opponent's 7 rounds. But nobody spots him up. He just goes delete.
Nico just deletes spot nobody. Nobody's confidence has got to be in the gutter after that.
For trade. 1v1. We've seen this 1v1 so many times just for 2 players on form, but Chuckle takes the kill. Taken down to 19 HP. He wasn't expecting him there. He did get the turn on. Incredible 1v1. 2 standout performances right now from Chuckle and Chicken God. Who's going to come out on top? We'll have to wait and find out. We could be seeing overtime.
Wait, find out in the... And for the first time in a while, I think both CTs are together.
Yeah, this could be the difference. Chuckle's been liking
this
angle. He's been liking this all game. He's been getting that kill on bench almost every round. But
Nico knows they're both there. Are they going to clear this?
Oh, he managed to get
both. Not. That was a lovely setup there from the teaser. Chicken got on bench, and even if he died, Nico had all the information that both CTs were coming from there. And look at this. Chicken has brought out the AWP. And are they going to do the same setup? Sort of similar setup. Oh, yeah, looks like they're going for the same setup. Chicken God watching that.
Surely. Did they make noise? Has Chicken God heard them in market? I don't believe they have. I hear him now. He gets taken out straight away. But Nico just sprays down from a distance! What am I witnessing right now?
Nico coming up clutch with the double spray down. Ready for that
2
ramp
rounds in a
push.
row of just spraying with 2 remaining this round. And he's peaked it. He's got the kill on nobody. It's match point, or game point, I should say. Chuckle, 1v2 situation. He knows where Nico is, or where he is roughly. And these guys have got a little crossfire here. This is going to be an almost impossible round for Chuckle to win.
They both swing together and take out Chuckle to close the map.
Map 1. Done.
Map 1.
Who would have guessed it? Who would have seen map 1 coming?
It did look a little bit shaky for Nobody and Chuckle. They looked a bit nervous with their shots. They lost, like you say, they didn't have many kills. I think they got their first kill in round 4, something like that.
It took them a while to get into it, but then for a long time, I thought that once they were in, I thought it was over for them. I thought Chuckle and Nobody was going to take the game, but they managed to bring it back, and it didn't really matter in the end because Chicken God just turned up and started popping off.
Yeah, I mean, if they were able to pick up some more of those early rounds, maybe it'd been a bit closer. It did look like as the game went on, their confidence did start to grow, with Chuckle hitting some insane shots as well as Nico and Chicken God. So I think this next game will be a bit more closer now. Now it looks like all the players are a bit more warmed up. Hopefully we'll see not a slow start from Chuckle and Nobody, and they'll just go into this next game just swinging all the confidence like they had in that first game that they played in this tournament against Monobi and Nets.
Is this going to be Train? I thought this was going to be Dust 2.
Train of Dust 2. Now that could be a bit more interesting. Oh no, looks like we are going back to Dust 2. So it is Dust 2 after all.
Okay.
So I think for Dust 2, I think we're expecting a similar thing for how we saw Mirage. I think post blunts could be pretty interesting, how each team plays it. Like on the A side, will we see teams pushing short, pushing long, holding down that areas of the map? I don't think we've watched a Dust 2 game yet.
This is the first Dust 2 we've seen so far, so
it will be interesting where the spawn points are, etc. The players, I'm not too sure if they've played any Dust yet, so will they know where their opponent can spawn? Will that catch anyone off guard? Be interesting to see.
Yeah. I think we are good to be getting to it soon. I think they're just doing some admin stuff. Yeah, so Anti-League do taking that maps now. We're basically all even now. So whoever wins this game goes to semi-finals. Which, to be honest, I don't think either of us expected that to be the case.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we've seen the same Nobody and Chuckle which we saw on day 1. On day 1, we saw so much confidence with what they were doing. It does seem as they grew into that map, the confidence started to grow.
Yeah,
so I really do hope that in this game, they'll have this confidence to take it to Chicken God and Nico, and I think we will have an incredible game 3.
Oh, I believe we're getting into this now. So let's get ourselves buckled in for another good game of Counter-Strike.
So we have Chicken God and Nico on the T side. Looks like Chuckle long, crisp one shot. And the long-range USP here. Nico able to jump out with the Glock on 13 HP.
He
takes down Chuckle.
And now he's shortened the range. This gun suddenly becomes huge, but it doesn't matter. Maybe he peeks a bit too early. I don't think Nobody would have known he was right in that little corner until he peeked there. But he managed to get a kill, and actually it was a bit closer than I thought it was, I think, that bomb. But yeah, pistol round going in the favor of Nobody and Chuckle. Which is different to what we've been seeing. I mean, we've been seeing the other team, Anti-League, winning these early rounds. Maybe this could be a sign for change.
Nico has cleared whole of B tunnels here.
Yeah, Chicken God and Nico
he
both
knows
have
it's
needles.
fully clear. They know where the players are coming from. Nico Chuckle evening out the fight. All left up to Nobody and Nico both know each other right. Is Nico going to prevail over the 5-7?
Oh, he's just tagging
This is
away
the
here.
shot.
He's only one more shot away.
Nobody kind of needs to kill him, isn't he? He's not going to be able to get on that bomb, and the time is slowly running out here. Nobody finally deciding to run out and go for the kill. And this is going to be a very close defuse. I don't think he is going to have it, and no, he doesn't. That push that Nobody did there, it needed to come a lot earlier.
I think he just sort of got himself stuck on that bomb and didn't really know what to do. I think maybe he was expecting this opponent to peek him, as they've been doing all game. Nobody's going to spot that long
toes being
cross,
spotted
honestly.
by Nobody.
They don't know that they're both long, and Chuckle's soon going to find this out, I think, when he starts trying to cross. Especially as both of the T's have rifles right now. 2 Galils coming out. This might be very difficult to spot the advantage on the side. But it doesn't matter, because Nobody's just going to take them both out for free.
Nobody's there with a trusted Famus and sprays down too.
I was watching
Nobody started off pretty hot so far. Five kills to his name.
That's very true.
Starting off hot.
Out of those possible 6 kills in the first 3 rounds, he's taken 5 of them.
Maybe his confidence has grown from that first game. Now this is going to be a very tough retake. Both of them come in. Mistake. Chuckle gets taken out. I thought they were both coming. CT.
Nobody.
What a nice shot from Chuckle.
When Nico is able just to one-tap him out of a server. Huge kill from him. But like you say, I mean, if Chuckle starts turning up, as well as Nobody, then I kind of find it hard for them to lose. But right now, it's Nobody has put Chuckle in his backpack, and he's on full hard carry mode. But he's gonna get taken out. He's gonna
Chuckle saw the jump from Nico, and Jingle's there for the trade. I do think this B site is very tough to retake. So even already, Nobody and Chuckle having the 2 rounds to their name. I think that's a good start. They can pick up maybe one, even maybe 2 more rounds. I think they're being good stead to win the game here.
I think this map more so than Mirage, utility is quite important. Mulling the bomb, flashing over into sides, it gets really important in this map. Chuckle has his phone out. He does manage to dink Nico, even though he was at a disadvantage at the start there. I don't think he quite knows who this other guy is. Maybe he's
hiding on site. Gets the first. And Nobody continuing the carry streak wins them the round to tie it 3-3.
Very, very nice from Nobody. It looked like his rekill wasn't fully reset there after his jump, but it didn't matter. He got the kill, securing them the round.
And he's been rewarded with AK. AK on the CT side. So for all his hard work.
Nico. It sort of gives
helps the CTs there
to walk out and not be worried about tunnel. Oh, Chicken God peeking straight into both of them. That was a mistake. Nobody's gonna be able to walk out tunnels for free now.
And Chuckle is able to win the 1v1 like he's done so often in the past. You put him in a 1v1 situation and he's able to clutch up, getting both kills this round.
Yeah, very nice. If we start seeing Chuckle performing, Nobody hitting headshots like he has this game, we're going to be seeing a very exciting game. Nico and Chicken God both on equal 4 kills too. Both of them are playing fairly decent, but they really need to start picking up more rounds on this T side. Nico's going to walk straight to both here. He finds the first one. He's been able to get spread out in the past. He gets taken out though.
A lovely Molotov there from Chicken, just to give him a bit more time. And Chuckle is taking quite a bit of damage there from Molotov.
Chicken God knows where he is. There's no more utility on the side. Oh, Chuckle's got the first headshot. He's got to play more careful. He keeps trying to peek this. He's going to go for the peek. Chuckle doesn't fucking care, me. He's running.
He doesn't care. He holds W and he is taking that kill any day of the week.
Once he gets that dink, he's like, "Come here, boy."
He saw the head bounce and he was like, "You're mine."
Okay, 5 rounds on the CT side. Really, really impressive from the CT side to get all the rounds. It's a nice Molotov, just slowing them right down, and they can probably suspect that if... Oh, actually, Chicken God has actually got a flank here, but he's deciding not to do it. I think he's going to try to get his teammate out.
Lovely shot there from Nobody. Take out Nico with the AWP, was posted on short, and this is a tough shot for Chicken God to hit, and Nobody just swings out and deletes Chicken God with that AK. You can tell the confidence is back in Nobody and Chuckle. They
I
are
think
hitting some lovely
especially
shots.
in Nobody right now. I'm pretty sure he's been on a really high headshot percentage. He's been hitting shots this game. Been pretty incredible. With the A1S as well, no less.
Early Molotov with both players coming from short. You've noticed that
This happens.
Nobody and Chuckle on their CT side, they're grouping up a lot more. They're trying to play a bit more together. You see that first swing and Nico playing to perfection, gets the first, just drops out and repositions.
Yeah, Nico, nice cross placement there. Walks straight into it, and the same thing again. Walking straight into the scope of Chicken God. That was a really nice clean round from Matisse, losing almost no damage, besides full damage. So the CTs were split up there, but as you said before, they're going to group up and see if they can find Nico. He looks like he's pushing, gets taken out. A nice double headshot from Nobody. I don't think Chicken God knows they're both here. Chuckle spots him out, middle of sight. They chased him down,
Oh
and
my
Nobody has
with the headshot
deleted.
again.
What's happened to Nobody this game?
He's making his A1S work. I've never seen someone use the A1S as well as Nobody doing right now.
I reckon Gills jumped in there cool. He's giving them a little pep talk, and now Nobody is pumped. He's
during the games, during the game switch, Nobody's had a talking to. But he does get taken out.
Eliminates him from the server right now, and he's putting Chuckle in the spotlight. What can he do? And he can do nothing. Nothing from Chicken God's headshot on him. A really nice shot from him there.
Now, if you were Nobody and Chuckle, I think you'd be very happy with 7 rounds on this CT side.
Even if they lose every round from here on out, 7 rounds, 8-7 is a good side.
I think Chuckle's dead here. Chicken God misses the first shot. I know they've grouped up.
Chuckle's like, you go in first, mate.
Go for the flash, flashes himself.
Oh, nice.
Chicken God misses the shot again. And then it's the final shot to take him out. Chicken God's in a quite dangerous position there when he started missing some of those shots.
Yeah, but since the T's have been picking up this AWP on the T side, they've been winning quite a few rounds. I think, especially on Dust 2, these long-range angles, it's quite difficult for the CTs to do anything. Nobody expecting him in that position, loses most of his health for that fight. Gets taken out. Oh! Chuckle taking a second headshot on him too. He didn't even know he was in car, but it didn't matter. Chicken God could not finish him off.
Chicken God saw him cross, but kind of waited for Chuckle to get a bit closer. But by doing that, it enabled Chuckle to get an angle on his teammate, takes out his teammate, and then just swings on Chicken God, deletes him.
Chicken God in full bait mode there.
Full bait mode. Big bait. I would not be happy if I was Nico right now.
Oh. This is an interesting angle from Nico. They're both sort of playing short, but they're not really covering each other at all. And there's no Oh, Chuckle with a double dink. Gets the kill. Now down to Nico to 1v2. Hits a lovely shot on Nobody. 1v1, he is aggressive. He's jumped down. Chuckle's expecting him, he's wasting his time. Gets the kill there. And that's a 9-6 half again from Nobody and Chuckle.
Yeah, fabulous play there from Chuckle, able to clutch up the last round, making it 9-6. And like we said, if I was Nobody and Chuckle, Nobody and Chuckle right now, I'd be extremely happy with that first half performance, leading the half here.
Yeah.
Now they switch
on the CC side on Dust 2 as well, which I think is quite difficult. Like, a lot of difficult bomb sites to retake is incredible. Let's just see if they can keep this up on their T side. They're both coming from short, and both the T's have sort of got good angles to watch for short if they eventually get there. I think the interesting thing is if they don't peek, okay, they have peeked. It could be really interesting how they played it out. Let's see, they know where he is on ramps. They're not going to expect this in. They are going to expect it. He takes him out. Everyone is missing shots left, right, and center. That was a bit of an awkward round for both sides, I think. But the kill was going in favor of the CTs, picking their first round up from this half. Yeah, I'd have quite liked it if Nobody didn't peek that on short, because I think it would have been logical for the T's to expect them both to be long. They wouldn't have expected them to both be right next to them.
And you can see the CTs grouping up towards the tunnels area. Don't want to split up here on the pistol. Nobody is holding the angle with Chuckle able to swing if necessary. Now, Chuckle has got out pretty far. Eagle not helping him out here. Now left a 1v1 situation. Is Chuckle able to clutch it out? He brought it down to 18 HP. Nico going for the swing, and Chuckle, the 18 HP warrior. We've seen how good he is in previous clutches, and he's able to grab another one to his name.
Yeah, very nice there from Chuckle, taking that round, eliminating those players to secure a round, and we are going to see a long push from Chicken God here. He's got an MP9. It's going to be quite difficult here against these three rifles.
Nobody is set up here with the Galil. MP9 versus Galil, and I think you can see who wins that one. The Galil, any day of the week. Left up to Chuckle. He clutched up the last round, and he's not able to clutch up this round.
That's really nice from Nico. A big 2k there coming out. Chuckle even knew where he was coming from. I think he played it a bit too aggressive. Maybe Constance flowing a bit too far into his veins there, because I think if he plays a bit further back, he wins that round. But nonetheless, a really nice round from Nico. Getting that double kill. Want to see more of that this half.
But Chuckle's set up behind the car. Now, no one's going to be coming from there, so he can be... As soon as nobody takes contact, Chuckle can just pop up from behind the car. And
yeah, I mean, Chicken God might spot his head if he's looking for this. Chuckle manages to get a kill, and nobody finds his one too. Very nice. Really unfortunate timing there for Chicken God. He was literally just about to check that angle before Chuckle peeked out and eliminated him from a server.
Classic CS timing there. Now, something that's interesting is I don't think that the T's are using as much utility as Chicken God and Nico did in their side. You saw some quite early Molotovs previously, but it doesn't even matter because Chuckle's just winning the 1v1 kills here.
He only had 4 health. It would have been good if he just chucked that out. Oh, so both got 2 each. Is he going to try and jump on this bomb?
No, he could very stick this. With this Molotov, he's not able to spam it.
Is he so close? Oh, he manages to get it. Huge from Chicken God.
The last second defuse coming in.
They just needed nobody to step up the paces there and get a move on a bit quicker. I think he took too long to make a decision. Even if you lose a bit of damage from that Molotov, you can move a bit quicker.
Now this is interesting. Nico's got the AWP here, and if nobody pops out and presents himself, Nico's, I would have thought, definitely had the kill, but nobody's just able to tap him out. And Chicken God is just waiting for nobody peek. But like we said before, the CS time in there. Connection. First kill, and it's able to get this second kill on 15 HP. Nobody, unfortunately, doesn't land the bullet. Chicken God able to win the round, bringing the score to 10 to 11.
Yeah, another really close game. These two teams are obviously fairly matched up. Oh, is this going to be an aggressive peek from... No, it's not. Nobody's going to sit back at car. Nico did see him crossbow.
It does look like Chicken God's going to A site here. Nico has now realised.
Yeah, true. Oh, he almost took him out while he was blind. Chuckle helping his boy out, getting the kill.
Chicken God doesn't have much time. After discovering it's not A, he's back towards B, and he is running a little bit low on time. He just needs to hide.
There's no man's land.
Yeah, a bit of confusion there from Chicken. Maybe Nico eventually said, mate, it's on B, not A. Or Chicken realised when he got the site and didn't hear the beeping. But they're now back together, grouping up to retake this B site. Looks like Nico just wants to go for it.
Oh, I don't actually think nobody's timed that perfectly. He hasn't managed to get the kill though. He has to finish off his boy. He has to finish off this guy. He's doing damage to both teammates, but he just can't finish him off.
And some body shooting there from Nico. Nico's not happy. He's not happy with nobody hiding there behind the barrels.
He should be very
And he's not happy with Chicken for going to a different site either.
Nobody definitely should have finished off Nico there. I'm saying he's going to be alive. Chuckle just taking these early peeks. He spots them both out. Gets the kill on Nico. He should relay this information to nobody who's waiting for Chicken God to walk out. He spotted him out. Chicken God's in no man's land. He's taken out the game.
Out game indeed, but not out of this matchup. 13 to 11. Can the CTs bring it back? Or is the momentum too far in Chuckle in nobody's favour?
There's a lot of work on Chuckle here. He's got to do it. He's got to get at least one. If he goes down that kill, he's leaving his teammate in trouble. He gets the first one. spots out the second one, that means that nobody can come back and help him out.
What if he gets 2 here? He gets 2.
He does. The Chuckle we've seen today always gets 2.
Clutch master himself. And there we go, an early Molotov shot. That's what I like to see. And both players come from short, so it's gonna reduce the bomb time a little bit more. They do have a smoke. Nobody does have a smoke.
I think
Don't know if
nobody
he's
needs to
used it.
go towards the site here and help him out. He should be able to spot him out if he gets there in time. He has got there in time. He's spotted out one. He's going for the one taps. He's relayed the information. Can Chuckle peek this? He gets one. 1v2 now for Nico. Chuckle picking up the second one.
He doesn't lose those. We have match point, Stefan.
Game and match point on nobody and
Nico
Chuckle.
bringing out the AWP on game and match point. Are we going to see something spectacular here with the AWP? It is tough to retake of an AWP.
All eyes on Nico for this one, I reckon.
God,
He's
sneaking
taking
out.
his sweet time.
Oh, the timing.
Oh,
Lovely
nice
shot
from
from
nobody.
Nico. I mean, nobody. And they have to clutch it up.
Eliminated. That is the best of 3 decided. We have our second set of semi-finalists decided right there for you. And it will be nobody and Chuckle. Who will they find in the semi-finals? We haven't been drawn yet, so we don't quite know just yet, but we'll be drawing that later tonight. And we'll be releasing the pick'ems for that later tonight, so make sure you check that one out. Very
Indeed,
exciting,
exciting
very
stuff.
close match. Very, very
yeah,
close
I think
match.
much closer than we expected. They've been Chuckle. They were a bit slow going into that first matchup, missing shots. The clutch factor from Chuckle just wasn't really there for the first half of that matchup with Mirage. But you can kind of see that they grew into it. And in that second match, that was much more what we expected from Chuckle and nobody. Winning a lot more duels. But don't take that away from the amazing performance that we had from Chicken and Nico. Going into that matchup, already down 1 map, the mental side of things, able to win that first round, that first game, and then taking it to them as well, taking the fights, and both teams hitting lovely shots.
Yeah, really, really nice. Obviously, might have seen a very different game if it was Wahid playing instead of Nico, but nonetheless, I think we saw a very, very interesting game on both sides, and yeah, it'll be good to see nobody and Chuckle again in the semi-finals. We've been seeing a lot of them. I think they've been streamed 3 out of the 4 games we've done so far. So
Yeah, and I'm really impressed with every time we've seen them, and it'll be nice to see them in the semi-final. See what type of teamwork we get from them. Are we going to see the slow starters that we saw, or are we going to see the confidence from them both?
yeah, maybe it just takes a while. Old verse plow style to spin up that machine. Once it's going, it's hard to stop him. I think if we start seeing nobody playing like he was playing today, Chuckle like he was playing today, they're quite an unstoppable force. Very, very interesting to see.